All right, today I'm gonna be taking you through the hack squat and how you can set up and execute this movement most effectively to do the most amount of weight, get really, really big legs, and keep yourself injury free. Now, when we're setting up for the hack squat, what I find to be most important is that we get the pad that our feet are planted on in a good position. Most hack squats are gonna allow us to adjust the pad upwards and downwards, and the lower incline or the lower you have the pad, the greater level of knee flexion you're gonna have, and it's gonna put more stress on your knees. Now, some stress on our knees is okay, but keep that in mind. If your knees are bugging and they don't feel good, you may wanna just up the incline, up the pad or platform, and your knees may feel more comfortable. For me, I tend to have almost the highest incline, if not somewhere a little short of the highest, because I have knee pain and I really can't do a whole lot of knee flexion without it hurting. Find which platform position feels best for you. Now that we've found the correct platform position, where are we going to be positioning our feet on the platform? I find that somewhere in the middle, if not the top half, feels best for me. But ultimately, we want to position our feet where we're going to have a good level of range of motion as we're executing the rep. For some, if you place your feet too low, your knees are going to have so much flexion that you're going to be stopped early. So find that foot position that feels most comfortable for you and allows you to hit depth. Now from here, we want to figure out how wide do we want to put our feet. I find that roughly shoulder width apart or a little bit wider is going to feel most comfortable, or you could go with your squat stance. Now, when we're putting our upper back into the pad, we really want to be pushing our upper body into it, really getting connected, and then using our hands to pull ourselves down into it, either holding onto the handles or holding onto the machine itself. But we want to get really secure, and that's the key. So now that we've set up effectively and we're nice and stable and we're in a good position, we're ready to execute the rep. So for me, what's key before I even start descending is having my foot flattened out and connected to the pad. We don't want our heel to be elevating off the pad. We don't want our foot to be moving around. We want it to be firmly planted and positioned on the platform. That way we're stable, because the more stable we are, the more weight we can lift, the more we reduce the risk of injury. So as we're executing the rep, we want our foot to be flat the entire time, and our body weight should be over our midfoot and kept over our midfoot throughout the entirety of the rep. Now, as we're descending, we want to have good control. So before I initiate my descent, I take a big breath, I tense my core, and I keep that tension in my core the entire time I'm descending. That way it helps my stability. As we're descending, we want to make sure we hit depth. So leave your ego at the door. Don't load up a ton of weight if it means you're going to be half repping this movement. We want to hit parallel, we want to go deep, and we want to put that strain on our muscles instead of stroking our ego. So make sure you're hitting depth, make sure you're going deep, and make sure you're controlling the entirety of the movement. Bonus points, if you're dealing with knee pain or coming down into the hole really hurts for you on this movement, go get a band and attach it to the hack squat and put it up at the back. And that's going to make it easier as you go into the hole and take some stress off your knees. Now, if you do all of these things, you get your setup right, you execute the movement well, you're going to be able to lift even more weight, you're going to reduce your risk of injury, and you're going to get really, really big, juicy legs, which we want that. So I hope this helps.